Whatever the reason you think you might be pregnant with, playing the waiting game until you can officially take the pregnancy test is worse. So hello and welcome back to hashtag Ask Dr. Namrata, and today we'd be discussing about a few early signs of pregnancy. So the first sign is late or a missing period. As soon as a period has gone missing, you first think of pregnancy, right? But don't start reading into it as soon as the clock strikes midnight on the first day of your late period. In fact, a lot of us do not have cycles which run clockwise. So a lot of women experience late cycles which is regular even if it is late up to 7 days. The second sign is spotting. It could have had happened that your periods were due and you experienced a little bleeding. This is known as implantation bleeding. So when an embryo gets implanted into the lining of the uterus, there is a little or a mild bleeding which is known as spotting, and it is one of the signs of pregnancy. The third sign is that your breasts look or feel different. Pregnancy is equal to a lot of potential changes in the breasts. It may so happen that your breasts may feel heavier, your nipples may feel tender or sore. Also, as the pregnancy advances, there are visible changes that are seen in the breast. There are, for instance, veins that are visible and the nipples become darker. The fourth sign is about having different cravings. It could have been that you are a sweetish tooth person and now it's all about salty snacks. Also, you may not have been fond of ice creams before, but now you can't get over them. A lot of people experience different cravings in their pregnancy. And it can also extend to things which are not edible. For instance, toothpaste, for instance, coal, for instance, soil, etc. So different people, different cravings during pregnancy. Also, there are times when you will not be able to stand a certain foods, common culprits being tea, coffee, fatty foods. And at times you may notice that you are unable to bear or take the smell of certain foods or stand the smell of food being cooked. The next sign is having a weird taste in the mouth. A lot of women feel that they are having a metallic taste in the mouth which is similar to sucking coins. This technically is known as dyschezia, which simply means that you feel that you are having a yucky taste in your mouth. A lot of women try to have citric fruits so that they can override it. The next sign is feeling wiped out. A lot of women feel exhausted during the early stages of their pregnancy. Also, due to a lot of hormonal changes, it is quite commonly seen that women feel even more emotional during pregnancy. This is, however, a challenging combination and women experience both these signs. Also, the next sign could be having more discharge than normal. Women generally experience a change in their discharge pattern all through the length of their cycle. However, during pregnancy, your body produces more than normal discharge so as to prevent infections from traveling up the vagina to the uterus. But however, if you notice that the discharge has a very strong smell or an unpleasant smell along with unpleasant symptoms, you must see to it that you talk to your doctor about it. The next very common sign of pregnancy is having an increased frequency to urination. This is experienced by a lot of women. In fact, even at night, women experience like wanting to pee every now and then. Also, some women experience constipation. So while it is tempting to try to decode the signals your body is sending you, try to remember that pregnancy can have or show up in different ways in different people, and also all these symptoms can mean something else apart from pregnancy, for instance PMS. So do not try to read much between the lines or these symptoms, and wait until you can officially take the pregnancy test and find out exactly what is happening. So talking about homeopathic management in pregnancy, as homeopaths we consider the constitution of the patient and prescribe a remedy accordingly. There are beautiful remedies in homeopathy which consider the early signs and symptoms of pregnancy that are bothering the mother. For instance, constipation, for instance, nausea, for instance, having increased frequency to micturition, or for instance, unable to tolerate the smell of certain foods. So there are beautiful remedies like colchicum, like calcarea carb, like nux vomica, sepia, calcarea phos, ferrum met, ferrum phos, aconite for anxiety during pregnancy, and many more. these were just a few tips for my fellow homeopathic students, and none of the viewers who are watching this video are supposed to buy remedies on their own. I hope this information was resourceful to you, and up till my next video, stay healthy and stay fit.